Have you ever paused to reflect on how your energy has shifted as you've aged? Perhaps by mid-afternoon, a wave of fatigue washes over you, or that natural spark of motivation you once took for granted feels elusive. Maybe you've noticed your performance in intimate moments isn't as vibrant as it once was, or your body simply doesn't respond with the same zest. It's easy to wonder, is this just my new reality? But elderly wisdom reveals a powerful truth. It doesn't have to be this way. What if the key to reclaiming your vitality isn't locked in expensive supplements or prescription medications, but lies in something far simpler, more natural, and incredibly effective? I'm talking about three humble nuts, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, that can transform your energy, confidence, and overall vitality. These everyday foods, steeped in elderly wisdom, work in harmony with your body's biology to restore what aging quietly dims. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Long, a doctor with decades of experience dedicated to helping seniors live healthier, happier, and more vibrant lives. My mission is to share elderly wisdom and advice for the elderly, empowering you to make your golden years truly shine. Today, we're diving into an exciting, game-changing topic: 3 powerhouse nuts that can boost your energy, enhance your performance, and revitalize your sense of vitality. This advice for the elderly isn't rooted in fleeting trends or empty promises. It's backed by solid science, clinical expertise, and inspiring stories from real seniors who've rediscovered their spark. These nuts don't just address one problem. They tackle the root causes of sluggishness, low energy, and reduced performance by improving blood flow, supporting hormone balance, and nurturing overall health. In this video, we'll explore how these nuts, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, work their magic, why they're so effective for seniors, and how you can easily weave them into your daily routine. Stick with me until the end because I'll share a practical plan grounded in elderly wisdom to combine these nuts for maximum impact, helping you feel like your best self again. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond, where you're caring for someone who is, this advice for the elderly can be a lifeline to renewed energy and confidence. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with more elderly wisdom. Let's make this fun and interactive. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're thrilled to learn about these nuts, or a 0 if you're just dipping your toes in. Your feedback helps me craft content that resonates with you. Ready to crack open the secrets of vitality? Let's dive in. Why energy and vitality fade with age. Before we get to the nuts, let's tap into elderly wisdom to understand why energy and vitality often fade after 60. As we age, our bodies undergo subtle but significant changes. Blood circulation slows, reducing the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to muscles and organs. Hormone levels, particularly testosterone, naturally decline, sapping strength, drive, and stamina. Inflammation creeps in, quietly draining energy and making every task feel heavier. These shifts can dim your spark, making daily activities like gardening or playing with grandkids feel exhausting and even affecting intimate performance. Many seniors assume this is an inevitable part of aging, but elderly wisdom teaches us otherwise. These changes often signal imbalances that can be addressed naturally, without resorting to complex or costly solutions. Poor circulation leaves muscles starved for oxygen, leading to fatigue and sluggishness. Low testosterone reduces energy, muscle mass, and confidence, while inflammation acts like a slow leak, draining vitality over time. The good news? This advice for the elderly highlights that simple, nutrient-rich foods like nuts can restore balance, boost blood flow, support hormones, and reignite your energy. By addressing these root causes, you're not just masking symptoms, you're giving your body the tools to thrive. Let's explore the first nut that can set the stage for a vibrant comeback. Nut 1. Walnuts, the circulation king. First up is the walnut, a small but mighty nut that elderly wisdom crowns as the undisputed king of circulation. If you're feeling sluggish, tired by noon, or less energetic than you'd like, walnuts could be your secret weapon to turn things around. These unassuming nuts are packed with arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, promoting healthy blood flow. Nitric oxide ensures oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles, brain, heart, and other vital organs efficiently. As we age, nitric oxide production naturally declines, slowing circulation and impacting everything from energy levels to mental clarity and intimate performance. This advice for the elderly emphasizes that walnuts can counteract this decline, boosting blood flow naturally and effectively. Let me share a story about John, a 70-year-old retiree who came to my office feeling frustrated. He described his body as stuck, tired by mid-morning, lacking stamina for his daily walks, and struggling with confidence in the bedroom. I shared some elderly wisdom, suggesting he add a handful of walnuts to his daily routine. Within just a few weeks, John was a changed man. His energy surged, he felt steadier on his feet, and his intimate life regained a spark he thought was gone forever. No prescriptions, no expensive therapies, just walnuts working in harmony with his body's natural processes. This advice for the elderly is backed by robust science. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition show walnuts improve vascular health, reduce inflammation, and enhance energy through better circulation, making them a powerhouse for seniors. Walnuts also shine thanks to their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, which lower inflammation and support cardiovascular health, and antioxidants that protect blood vessels from age-related damage. Together, these nutrients make walnuts an essential tool for anyone seeking to boost vitality. This elderly wisdom is beautifully simple. Eat a handful of walnuts, about 10 to 12 nuts, daily. Sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, toss them into a fresh salad, or enjoy them as an evening snack. Their buttery texture and versatility make them a delight to incorporate, and their benefits, higher energy, sharper focus, and improved performance, make them indispensable. For an extra boost, pair them with a piece of fruit like an apple to balance their richness with natural sweetness. If walnuts sound like your kind of superfood, drop a 1 in the comments, and let's crack open the next nut. Nut 2. Pistachios, the performance booster. Next, let's dive into the pistachio, a vibrant green nut that elderly wisdom hails as a performance booster par excellence. If you're seeking a natural way to enhance your energy, vitality, or intimate performance, pistachios are your go-to ally. Like walnuts, they're rich in arginine, which boosts nitric oxide production to widen blood vessels and improve circulation. As circulation slows with age, it can lead to persistent fatigue, reduced stamina, and challenges in the bedroom. But this advice for the elderly shows pistachios can help reverse these effects, restoring energy and confidence in a natural, sustainable way. Pistachios are more than just a circulation aid. They're packed with healthy fats, antioxidants, and plant sterols that reduce inflammation, lower bad cholesterol, and support vascular health. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who ate 100 grams of pistachios daily for 3 weeks experienced improved erection firmness, duration, and sexual satisfaction without relying on medications. Let me tell you about Mark, a 69-year-old patient who came to me feeling disheartened. His energy was waning, and his performance was slipping, affecting his confidence. I shared this elderly wisdom, recommending a daily handful of pistachios. Within 2 weeks, Mark noticed firmer erections, steadier energy throughout the day, and a renewed sense of self-assurance. This advice for the elderly transformed his outlook, all thanks to the humble pistachio's natural properties. What sets pistachios apart? They're rich in vitamin B6, a nutrient that supports testosterone production, which is crucial for maintaining energy, muscle mass, and sexual health as we age. This elderly wisdom makes pistachios a double threat. They boost circulation and support hormonal health, addressing multiple causes of low vitality. The best part? Adding pistachios is effortless. Eat 20 to 30 pistachios daily as a mid-afternoon snack, blend them into smoothies, or sprinkle them over yogurt or salads. Their satisfying crunch and vibrant flavor make them a joy to eat, and their benefits: enhanced circulation, hormonal support, and improve performance. Make them a must-have for seniors. For a fun twist, try pairing them with dark chocolate for a treat that's both delicious and heart-healthy. If you're ready to boost your vitality with pistachios, drop a 2 in the comments. And let's move to our final nut. Nut 3, Brazil nuts, the hormone restorer. Finally, let's explore the Brazil nut, a tiny but potent nut that elderly wisdom calls the hormone restorer. As we age, testosterone levels naturally decline, leaving you feeling sluggish, less engaged, or disconnected from your body's natural rhythm. Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium, a mineral your body can't produce but desperately needs for testosterone production and prostate health. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts daily can restore hormonal balance, boost energy, and revitalize your sense of vitality, making them a cornerstone of this advice for the elderly. Let me share the story of David, a 70-year-old who came to me feeling drained and distant from his usual zest for life. He thought low energy and a lack of drive were just part of getting older, but I shared some elderly wisdom. Add 1 Brazil nut to your daily routine. Within weeks, David's energy soared, his mood lifted, and he felt more connected to his passions, from woodworking to time with his grandkids. This wasn't a miracle cure. It was his body receiving the nutrients it craved. Studies in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology support this elderly wisdom, showing that selenium supplementation boosts testosterone levels and improves energy and mood in older men. Brazil nuts also offer healthy fats and antioxidants, which reduce inflammation and support overall health, protecting your body from age-related wear and tear. Because they're so selenium-rich, moderation is critical. Stick to 1 to 2 nuts daily to avoid excess, which can lead to nausea, fatigue, or hair loss. Incorporate them easily. Toss 1 into your morning yogurt, blend it into a smoothie, or eat it solo after breakfast. Their rich, creamy texture makes them a treat, and their benefits, hormonal balance, increased energy, and prostate health, make them essential. For variety, pair them with a handful of berries for a nutrient-packed snack. If you're excited to try Brazil nuts, drop a 3 in the comments, and let's see how these nuts work together, combining the nuts for maximum impact. Now that we've tapped into elderly wisdom about walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, let's combine them for a synergistic boost, as this advice for the elderly underscores. Each nut brings unique strengths to the table. Walnuts enhance circulation with arginine and omega-3s. Pistachios improve performance with arginine and vitamin B6. And Brazil nuts restore hormones with selenium. When consumed together, their benefits multiply, creating a powerful trio that supports energy, vitality, and overall health in ways that feel almost magical. Take Michael, a 70-year-old who had battled fatigue and low energy for years. He tried walnuts and pistachios separately with modest results. But when we added Brazil nuts to the mix, the transformation was remarkable. A month later, Michael returned with a wide smile, saying, "I got my spark back, more energy, better focus, and everything just works better." This elderly wisdom changed his life with just a small daily mix of nuts. The improved blood flow from walnuts and pistachios helps your body utilize selenium from Brazil nuts more effectively, enhancing both physical and mental vitality. This advice for the elderly is beautifully straightforward. Eat a small combination daily, 10 walnuts, 20 pistachios, and 1 to 2 Brazil nuts. Snack on them throughout the day. Add them to meals like salads or oatmeal, or create a custom trail mix for convenience. Here's a practical routine to make it effortless. Start your morning with 1 to 2 Brazil nuts after breakfast to kickstart testosterone production and set a vibrant tone for the day. Grab 20 pistachios at lunch or mid-afternoon to boost circulation and keep energy steady, perfect for combating that post-lunch slump. End your day with 10 walnuts as an evening snack, leveraging their melatonin to promote restful sleep and omega-3s to support heart health. For added flair, mix them with dried cranberries or a touch of honey for a tasty treat. This elderly wisdom ensures you're fueling your body consistently, without relying on pills or complicated diets. If you're ready to combine these nuts for a vitality boost, drop a 4 in the comments. Why small changes matter. Elderly wisdom reminds us that aging doesn't mean surrendering to low energy, reduced vitality, or diminished performance. Too many seniors like Greg, a 69-year-old who felt he'd lost his edge, accept fatigue and decline as inevitable parts of growing older. Greg had resigned himself to lower energy and waning strength, but after incorporating this advice for the elderly, adding walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts to his diet, his life changed. Within weeks, his energy levels soared, his mood brightened, and he felt a renewed sense of purpose, from morning walks to time with his family. This transformation wasn't a miracle. It was the power of small, intentional changes. The biggest mistake is believing that decline is permanent or that big, drastic measures are needed to turn things around. Low energy, reduced performance, or feeling disconnected often signal imbalances in circulation, hormones, or inflammation, issues that can be addressed naturally. By incorporating these nutrient-rich nuts, you're tackling these root causes head-on, restoring balance and confidence. This elderly wisdom empowers you to take charge. Stay active with light exercise like walking or stretching, eat a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, and keep exploring ways to improve your health. Small steps, like adding a handful of nuts daily, compound into big results, proving that vitality is within your reach at any age. If this mindset inspires you, drop a 5 in the comments. Safety and practical tips. This advice for the elderly comes with a few important cautions to ensure you use these nuts safely and effectively. Nuts are nutrient-dense but calorie-rich, so stick to the recommended amounts: 10 walnuts, 20 pistachios, and 1 to 2 Brazil nuts daily to avoid unintended weight gain. Brazil nuts, due to their high selenium content, require special care. Consuming more than 4 to 5 daily over time can lead to selenium toxicity, causing nausea, fatigue, or hair loss. If you have nut allergies, consult your doctor for alternatives, such as sunflower seeds for selenium or flax seeds for omega-3s. Choose unsalted, raw, or lightly roasted nuts to avoid excess sodium or unhealthy oils, and store them in a cool, dry place or refrigerate to maintain freshness and prevent rancidity. For optimal results, pair these nuts with a balanced diet rich in colorful fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins to maximize their benefits. Stay hydrated to support circulation, and incorporate light exercise, like a daily 20-minute walk or gentle yoga, to enhance their effects on energy and vitality. If you're on medications or have health conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, or cardiovascular issues, consult your doctor before making dietary changes, as nuts can interact with certain drugs or affect blood sugar. Regular blood tests can monitor testosterone or selenium levels if you're using Brazil nuts long-term. This elderly wisdom ensures you harness the power of these nuts safely, making them a sustainable part of your vitality journey. Final thoughts. Let's wrap up with elderly wisdom that can redefine how you experience your golden years. Low energy, reduced vitality, or waning performance after 60 aren't just part of aging. They're often signs of imbalances you can address with simple, natural solutions. Walnuts boost circulation to energize your body. Pistachios enhance performance with better blood flow and hormonal support. And Brazil nuts restore testosterone for renewed drive. Together, these nuts form a powerful trio, backed by science and this advice for the elderly, to reignite your spark and help you thrive. Small, consistent changes, like adding a handful of walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts daily, can restore energy, vitality, and confidence naturally. Start today. Pick one nut to try, build it into your routine, and watch the transformation unfold. Which nut will you start with? Share one insight you're taking away in the comments. Your story could light the way for someone else. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs this elderly wisdom.